Well, obviously, my first question to you, and you probably anticipate it, your reaction to yesterday. Good morning.
Good morning, Nick. Well, look, I think the overwhelming reaction to yesterday was relief. Horror, yes, at the sheer scale of the problem that the EHRC uncovered, but it was what we suspected, but relief, because it is no longer possible to gaslight British Jews in the horrendous way that they have been gaslit for 5 years and accuse them of making up the anti-Semitism crisis, exaggerating it for political means, doing it in order to help Israel in some mysterious way. None of that is possible any longer. So, yeah, it was an important day. It was a huge relief, and it was an emotional day as well.
What does Sir Keir Starmer need to do next?
Well, I think what Keir Starmer needs to do is, and the indications are that he fully intends to do it, are follow the recommendations of the EHRC to the letter. Most importantly, well, I think there are two very important things. One, which the EHRC has included in its report, is he needs to set up the independent complaints process. That has nothing to do with the leadership or any other part of the party. But also, there is a huge cultural problem that needs to be addressed, which is far more difficult, because let's not forget, there were a lot of people who came into the party when Jeremy Corbyn became leader because they felt his views represented theirs. Unless that is addressed, whatever other processes are put in place, it will be very, very difficult to make the lasting change that is necessary.
To those who say that Sir Keir, should have done more, he should have protested loudly and perhaps more longer as well, how do you respond?
I think it is a very valid question to ask why Keir Starmer, who clearly abhors anti-Semitism, I don't think that's in any doubt whatsoever.
I don't think there's any debate about that, yeah.
But why he campaigned this time last year to put an anti-Semite into Downing Street, together with the anti-Semites that surrounded him, when others took a far more principled position and decided they couldn't stomach asking the electorate to vote for him. So, you know, that question is left hanging in the air, and we certainly don't believe that Sir Keir Starmer has provided an adequate response to that yet. But having said that, we believe he is sincere in dealing with this, and, you know, yesterday he made a very good start.
Lastly, John McDonnell, the former Shadow Chancellor, says the suspension of Mr Corbyn was profoundly wrong. The Union Unite boss Len McCluskey says it's a grave injustice. Response to those, if you would.
It doesn't come as a surprise, because we know that there is a lot of factional infighting that is going on and will go on. I don't see how they can be surprised, because Jeremy Corbyn did precisely the thing that Keir Starmer had said proves that, you know, you don't have a place in the Labour Party. So I find their expressions of surprise somewhat disingenuous.
Grateful for your time, Stephen Silverman, Director of Investigations and Enforcement at the Campaign Against Anti-Semitism, the original complainant that led to the EHRC investigation that reported yesterday.